5 steps that I'm going to share with you are going to change the way you're going to look at English language from today onwards while reading your favorite books. All the 5 steps that I'm going to share with you will apply on any kind of reading that you do. Today I'm going to read this book with you, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe, written by a Japanese author, Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Well, you don't have to read this book in particular. You can pick up any book of your choice, but follow the 5 steps that I am going to share with you today so that you can master your skills of learning English language. So let's get started. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and the first step that I have for you is pick up a book that caters your interest. It can be a fiction, non-fiction, children's storybook, or maybe even a newspaper. You can also choose some writings from the magazines, provided you follow all the 5 methods that I'm going to share with you. The second most important step when you're reading a book is to keep a pencil handy or a pen handy or a highlighter with you so that you can underline the sentences or difficult words. And later on you can look up for those words or sentences in a dictionary, maybe an Oxford dictionary or a dictionary that you have downloaded on your mobile phone as well. This method is the most important method when you're reading a book trying to learn a new language. The next step in effectively learning English language through books is to learn or understand the synonyms and antonyms of the words that you have underlined. What happens is that by learning these synonyms and antonyms of particular words or the words that you have just come across in your reading, it helps you enhance your vocabulary further. The fourth important step is to identify the tenses of the sentences that you have underlined. You can also choose the words that are verbs and try to find their different verb forms. The fifth and the most important step: look for phrases and idioms in your reading. Learning phrases and idioms adds spice to your language. When you're speaking, when you're writing, if you add these phrases and idioms, it helps you fetch more marks, especially when you are appearing in an examination, such as IELTS exam. Let's start reading the first chapter, The Best Friend. Gohataro Chiba had been lying to his daughter for 22 years. The novelist Fyodor Dostoevsky once wrote, "The most difficult thing in life is to live and not lie. People lie for different reasons. Some lies are told in order to present yourself in a more interesting or more favorable light. Others are told to deceive people. Lies can hurt, but they can also save your skin. Regardless of why they are told, however, lies most often lead to regrets." Now, till here, let us try to find out how can we further improve our English skills. The first sentence that we have here is, people lie for different reasons. I have circled people and reasons and underlined lie versus lay. Now, lie versus lay are the most interesting 3 words which all the 3 words have different meanings. Word lie is a verb which means to make an untrue statement with an intent to deceive someone. Lay means to place something down flat, which is a transitive verb. It requires that the verb should have an object. There has to be a thing or person being placed down. For example, lay it down. Lie's corresponding meaning is to be in a flat position on a surface. Lie is intransitive, describing something moving on its own or already in position. When learning English language, we need to understand what are homophones and homonyms, as they help in better understanding of English language. Now, verb forms for lay. For lay, we have lay, laid, have laid, laying. For lie, lie, lay, have lain, lying. For the word lie, where we tell an untruth, that is lie, lied, have lied, lying. Some lies are told in order to present yourself in a more interesting or more favorable light. Others are told to deceive people. Here I have underlined told, more interesting, more favorable, and deceive. Let's have a look at them now. The verb form for tell is tell, told, told. Comparative forms of adjectives. We use comparative adjectives to say that one person or thing demonstrates a high degree of a quality or is a better example of a quality than the other. Words like taller, smarter, and slower are examples of comparative adjectives. For the words interesting and favorable, the comparative and superlative forms are as follows: more interesting, most interesting, more favorable, and most favorable. Difficult words such as deceive. Deceive is a verb which means deliberately causing someone to believe something that is not true, especially for personal gains. Some antonyms are aid, assist, help, protect. Synonyms: delude or mislead. By following the 5 steps on how to master your English skills, you can effectively learn your English language in the most interesting and fun way at the same time. Do make sure that you follow all these 5 steps. And if you like my video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.